I wanted to say thank you, man, whoever helped me. Um, bro, that means so much, yo. Thank you. On some real, we've been going through rough times right now, and man, giving you a full thank you, bro. So sorry if I didn't see if you had left a comment or something. Um, let me know. But yeah, that's amazing, man. Thank you, bro. That's some straight blessings. So I'm sorry if I missed your comment. If you, yeah, I was getting some comments. I was getting, yeah, you know, it seems like whenever doing anything of the sort, or like just every so often, my channel gets attacked by a bunch of trolls, and then I have to just I like to you know send them with a different type of response than they're looking for. I feel like really by creating just authentic response of love and light, uh, that's how we're gonna defeat the darkness, man. It can't survive in the light. So if you respond with love and light instead of respond with negativity, man, because that's what they're looking for. They want to try to do you something, you know. So it's like, nah, man, I'm gonna flip it around, bro. But anyways, so sorry. Sometimes some of that gets, I don't see everybody's comment. So, anyways, I was just saying uh, if you were the one that sent me on my Venmo, thank you very, very much, very much, yo. It's absolutely amazing. That helps so much. That already makes it halfway there to what I would need to get for my breaks. Uh, what I'll be short of on Friday. So yeah, man, thank you. Uh, yeah, man. I was just going off on some real stuff there at the end of my last live stream there, and I don't know. That's what happens when my live stream is about something, and then I transition and get carried on. I mean, you can only get stuck on the same thing for so long before you're like, man, I gotta move on to something else real quick. Like, so, anyways, man, much love. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. That is you, man. Okay, awesome, bro. Use the real one, man. Sending you much love and light, yo. Use the real one, man. Thank you very much. 'Cause, yeah, man. We just trying to survive right now. Well, being on a mission that's I mean, that you're doing for free out of the goodness of your heart. You know what I'm saying? And so times can get rough, and because you like I was saying on that last one, you no longer can just quite make all the commitments and all the sacrifices that you once would just to make a paycheck. But it's like, man, I've learned way too much over the course of time to keep allow it. Like even my own intuition is screaming for help every time I go and I'm about to get a normal job again. It's already like screaming at me like, yo, no, like that is not your purpose, dude. Like that's not my purpose. You know what I mean? So if I can focus more on doing this and building a clientele of helping people directly with their projects and their needs that way, like that would be amazing. That's what I'm aiming for, man, because I believe in that, man. We got to start somewhere. We got to take back our own power. You know what I mean? And that's why I was like on my last one, yeah, talking about manifestation, because I mean that comes all into play with it, man. We got to believe and manifest, put those things together, and then we can follow through with just trying all kinds of. I'm gonna go. That's it. One of the other things I want to do by Friday. Uh, which Daisy Girl, I might do it sooner actually. My dog's having a bad dream. What's wrong, baby? But yeah, I'm gonna go create. First, I'm gonna create my own business cards, and then I'm gonna go print a bunch out, and then I'm gonna go and post some up at some different local places since this is a smaller type of community. It's not a huge city. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna go because I've already been like advertising elsewhere, and once I don't want to do like a radio or something that severe without having my actual like business everything together. Like, so I'm not a only once you hit over a certain amount of money per job, then you be needing all that, which I'm not trying to do all that. You know, I'm just making like, if I'm lucky, a couple $100 or something per gig, like, which you know what I mean, like, whatever, man, it helps them, it helps you. That's what it's about. So, anyways, y'all, what's happening? No, yo, I'm living in my motorhome, which is so much better than a car, man. I got a, I got privacy. I got a bathroom. I got everything I need, man, up there. Stove. I got a heater. I got everything I need, man. And because I'm paying on land, which is the struggle that I go through. But I'm over 2/3 of the way paid off right now. Man, very blessed about that, man. So once I pay off this land, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I can start to move, and then I'll be on to my next chapter, and I'm gonna things are gonna get better from there. So I'm no longer gonna have a payment over my head every month like that, and so that'll allow me to live even freer because ultimately I'm all about living with as much freedom as we can. Uh, you know, uh, that's why right here I'm actually living on somebody's property right now, just for watching over it and helping with the yard and stuff. Like, real simple, nothing really involved. Just a good person looking out for a good person. So this is how these things work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody seeing me making these posts online, looking for all these different, mechanic work, yard work, hauling stuff off type of all that, and they're like, hey, I got some work for you to do over here, and then I came and did it, and they're like, oh yeah, you hella legit. You can come park your RV over here and everything. And I'm like, oh man, yo, our creator be looking out. Creator be looking out, man. It's like a real blessing right there, man. Boom, like knowing that I'm trying to make these land payments every month. I'm trying to get this land so that it can be all up in my name. I'll get the title, almost 2.5 acres of some of the last land that has very little restrictions, very little out there in the boonies. Strategically bought land. I strategically, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it at a certain distance from the ocean, at a certain elevation, at a certain amount of days of sunshine. Man, I thought about all this stuff, restrictions, camping, all that, man. I done thought of everything before I bought this land because I wanted to make sure that it was going to be a good investment for 15 bands, you know what I'm saying? 15 grand can get you a piece of land that's may require some work, like mine required some work for me to even I mean, I created a driveway and I loved it, man. Tapping into to the infinite creator from within yourself, and you know, when you buy some raw land like that with some trees and all that brush and all kinds of wild thing growing, like, where do I want my driveway? You know what I'm saying? Like, and then it became okay. Where can I put my second driveway? Because I got a big enough piece of land, like I can at least have two driveways on the front. So boom, boom. um, yeah. Anyways, you know what I mean. Just and I leveled off two big areas for parking big because I have a 35-foot motorhome out there. If it's still out there, if not, it was time to go anyways. Ain't tripping either way. Material things like that, land, uh, having your own piece of land where you can do what you want to do, grow your food, do your thing. That's where that's more than that. That's home. So what I mean, I'm just working towards having home there. So yeah, man, sometimes you gotta go off and skip off and do your own thing, and figure it out. You know, if it's remote enough and in an area harder to find work a little bit, that's not what I bought it for. I didn't buy it to keep being a slave. You know what I'm saying? Like I bought it to do the opposite. So I ain't buy it to depend on their structure down there in the city. You know what I mean? I'm uh yeah, man. Blessed to be on this journey, man. It's been a real journey. Like to have just took off when I was younger, and just even though I had no family out this way, nobody I knew out this way, you know what I'm saying? Just straight up adventure. So yeah, man, I've adventured all over this West Coast, and man, I love it. Regardless of all the the puppet show. You know, I ain't. I'm not choosing a place to live based upon the puppet show. I'm choosing a place to live based upon the nature, the weather, the after living a lot in Washington, the sunshine. So yeah, man, being by an ocean that doesn't have as many problems, like as far as yeah, it's cold, but hey, I'll take that over having a bunch of crazy storms and getting wiped out and all that stuff, man. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, anyways, sorry for rambling on about all that, but I was just responding to why a person, why be living like I'm living is actually wise if you have a plan like I got, especially, and even if not, like just to experience it, even to be able to, you know, at first, right now I ain't really got it like that, but when I first started doing this, it was and depending on where you do it, like out in Washington was quite easy. It was really, really easy to just go adventure there. You didn't really have to have money because one of the first things I learned when I got there from some of the people who lived kind of like that out there was like, you know what I'm saying, like, if you, you know, if you, when you come up on cash, you know, use that for your food and stuff. Uh, and somebody, you know, you'll be able to find some help with some gas. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's really there's a lot of places, not all places, but there was a lot of different places that was you could get you could get some gas pretty quick. Um, so you know, it really enabled me to be able to travel a lot. I was still looking for work and all that, like and doing little gigs every chance I could. Uh, but you know what I'm saying? On the in between moments when you're like, it was a lot easier than it is here because out here it's a lot harder to do all that. And like, there ain't the same kind of money down here as there is up there in Washington. Now, Washington has a lot of, I mean, Washington does have a lot of people who are doing pretty decent. You know, I don't know how it is right now, but I mean, like 3 years ago when I left, it was still like that. It was just really hard to motor home out there. And for me, I would just, that's just me, man. I'd rather have a motor home than living in a car, man. That's just me. I've done both. I've lived in a tent. I've, back in the day, rented houses and da 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 da. And I gave all that up. But then luckily, yeah, man, I'm just trying to get this land paid off. I owe less than 5,000 now, man. Like 4,600 right now. I'm in there, bro. I'm in there. I'm on that final stretch, you know. So I'm feeling good about life. You know, I go down to the beach pretty much almost every day. It's just I love it, man. You know, as soon as I'm able to afford it, I love to go just disappear off into the mountains too, which I got that right down the road here. If you go down the road right here, you go disappear off into the mountains and stuff. Like it's awesome, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, I love, you know, that's why I chose to live out here, and that's ultimately what I mean, I was just following my guidance from the beginning when I first came out here years ago. When I first came out here, like as far as to Washington, I was just like, "Yo, I belong on the West Coast. I don't know where yet, but I'm gonna get there and figure it out." And then I was like, "Okay, let's figure it out." Fucking, I just started bouncing all over the place, just all over the. Yeah, I was just traveling all over. It was fun. Sorry, I keep trying to encourage people to do that, man. Because if you haven't, if you've already been there, done that, then yeah. If you haven't, man, even though right now I have a place to park my rig and my daily driver vehicle, which is what I need the brakes. Uh, and I got my truck bed trailer to pull behind to make some money, hauling stuff off, doing whatever, man. I'm built on hard work. So people get it twisted by, oh, he doesn't want to work. No, I don't want to be a slave. I don't want to be mistreated. I don't want to be none of that, man. Like, I don't want to be attached to the system in that sort of way, neither. Like, ultimately, because it's just, it's not for us, it's for them. It's to make them money, not take care of us. You know what I'm saying? That's why so many people here in America are ending up homeless. I just had somebody on some real stuff. I mean, man, I just had a chick with 2 kids, and I ain't gonna say no more than that. Messaged me, like, talking about, you know what I'm saying? Needing a place to go. So, like, I know. It's, what I'm saying? People, like, are, sometimes, which, I mean, if you're here, I'm saying, like, if you're here in America, like, how bad it's got. Like, this is pretty much like we're in a downfall session of America, and they don't want to talk about it that way, but that's really what it is. Like, which is why it's already been time to break off and do your own business, like I'm trying to do. It's already been that time. I'm late to the party, you know. Because I mean, yeah, a lot of people already have already been here, man. I don't know what took me so long. I mean, really more of a passion. I did a lot of working on cars as my job, because that was a big passion of mine, was to work on cars. So you know, I wasn't fully set up to. I haven't been fully set up to just do that. I don't have a shop, and so that's why I would love to build a shop out on my land, or even sell that land and get some different land and build a shop out there. Either way, like, I want a shop. Not just to be a mechanic business, but more so to. If I got my, like, if I was able to get my dealer's license and, like, you know, able to go to the special auctions and all that, and bring them back to my shop and do certain things to them, and man, you know, I could I could do pretty decent, because I'm real good with diagnosing vehicles and knowing if, judging if they're worth getting or not and stuff like that. And so, but for the most part, I would stay away from auctions. I would just try to get it directly from people, you know, for the best deal that I could. Like, but not only that, just all kinds of things. I love just thinking about all the different things that we can do with our life. That's really what it's like when you tapped in to our infinite creator, the creator within. You got the love and light up there just guiding you like up here. It's like right here. And so yeah, it's one of the best times to be alive, man. The once the rest of this puppet show unfolds and get drastically shut down and changed, and we have a transition in a positive direction, and it's gonna be great. And I'm not taking that away. That's what's prophesized to happen. That's what there's a lot more to it than that. There's a whole lot more to it than that. There's beings out there that I'm making sure that that's what's going to happen as well. Of all kinds, here and beyond. Within the population, underground, fighting out there, and the universe. And there's all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes of the puppet show that they keep everyone distracted with. You know, they're just down here on some surface level nonsense, keeping everybody all stirred up into that. Meanwhile, there's layers of other things going on. You know what I mean? And I watched this video that somebody put together today, and I'm behind, I guess, on it. It was 3 weeks ago that they made it, or something like that, and it was about David. It was a bunch of different David Wilcock content clips of it put together, and it was talking about how, like, there's no way that he did what they're saying within his own power. And some of the clips were even David talking about the different forms of attack that they could put people under that would make them do these things. And you know what I mean? Like, and there was just so much there was definite warnings about, like, hey, that's probably what might end up happening to me. And yeah, there's so much to it, man. But yeah, there's so anyways, I'm just I'm carrying on with I cannot wait to do some more extensive Law of One deep dives and do some content on that. You know, David Wilcock was very into the Law of One, and I also really enjoy reading the Law of One. So I need to definitely take some time out and devote some attention to that. That's one of the many things that I'm about to be doing on my channel. But yeah, I mean, I loved reading it, but you know that can get to be too much. So I think it'll be better to make key points within certain parts of it, and you know whatnot. All right, yo, much love, man. I hope you have a amazing day at work. Yo, for real, I really hope you have an amazing day at work. Yo, thank you so much for sending that to me on Venmo, man. Thank you, man. Sending you many blessings. You know, when we help each other, it comes back. So, yeah, sending you love and light. Just keep the divine and passion, bro. We believe in you, dog. Yeah, man, for sure, man. Much love, and much love, y'all. Thank you, everyone who has supported me along this journey. Thank you, everyone who showed up and been here. Man, thank you all. Cannot believe, you know, like what, 800 and like 61 subscribers now or something like that. Like, man, so it's a blessing that I've been able to reach that many people. Definitely. So yeah, man, I thank you all, and I just cannot wait to. You know, it's just it bugs me, you know, that it can't be instant results of me being able to do more things on here, you know. But like I said, I mean, I have to prioritize within what I'm dealing with in my life right now and everything. So, you know, and just like that, somebody can bless me with a laptop, maybe, or you know what I'm saying, like so. Yeah, man, I just I'm focused, man. I'm focused on all these different aspects of man. Once it all comes together, I'm gonna really be able to devote some lots of time and energy, you know, love, man, into making some really good stuff. So that's what I'm going to do for real, man. Because you know the our creator is looking out, man. Like I know that as a fact. All the different things I've been through, and I'm still here. I'm positive, and I'm man. The creator has definitely been a big part. my life. And now getting closer and closer and deeper into tapping into the creator from within and just the energy and everything alone. I'm out there on the beach and everything. It's just like can be almost sometimes almost like on an overwhelming but good like wow. So everything everything David was talking about, man, it's all some very real stuff. Very real stuff. I've seen a lot of it within my own life and everything. Like, so yeah, I'm gonna keep for one, keep his name alive and his dedication to helping people. Truly amazing how many lives, and I know I say that sometimes often, but I mean it is. It's a blessing. You know what I'm saying? David Wilcock was a huge blessing on society. Huge. Made huge impacts. So yeah, man. I'm just thankful to be here with y'all, man. I know times, get really rough. It can be really good. Things can start to be looking up and everything, and then sometimes you hit these rough patches again, where all of a sudden the work dries up, the money dries up, you're struggling again. That's just life that I'm dealing with. What's up with the Daisy girl, huh? Come here. Come here, you wild girl. You want to say hi? It's not that late yet. It's not even dark yet. I mean, it's kind of dark. I appear dark on here, even though, like, in here it's still pretty. It's just because of how cloudy it is out. But what's up with the baby girl, huh? Come here, Daisy girl. Come here. You quit being so lazy. You are you just being lazy over here? She's like, Daddy, I'm comfortable laying down. I am not moving. She did move closer, but she didn't want to say hi. I was trying to get my dog to say hi, but she's over here tired. Hold on. Put a blanket on her. That way she's nice and warm. It is actually getting a little tiny bit chilly. I should, which one is it again? That one. Go ahead and turn on my heater. It's so nice to have this heater. I went I went all winter without a heater. Literally this heater's coming in clutch right now because where I'm at this time of year and everything, like it's still pretty cold. It can be cold sometimes, like not like super cold, but not warm neither. So then other days can be warm. Uh, but nighttime especially gets real chilly. So this heater right here is amazing. I'm gonna turn it on that, and then I'm gonna turn the temperature down so it doesn't cook me. Yeah, man, it's nice to have a heater. said, after going months with and mainly because of funds. Making these land payments is more important than that. So, I would just turn my stove on real low. 'Cause, it takes propane. But yeah, I would not even really warm enough to do a whole lot because that would have took more propane. So I'm like, man, I gotta just like keep it low, like just enough to take the edge off. But yeah, that's how I was this winter. Yeah, I mean, been in and out of work and in and out of, man, it's been crazy. And then I finally started getting so aligned with just following, getting away from that system, especially on a full time level, man. I ain't got time for all that. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I could do that on my own. If I could get enough work where, it pans out to be even anywhere close to that, anywhere, like, shit, I mean, if I pulled like 30 hours a week of helping people, that'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome. And, like, of course, travel, you know, I'm in a pretty good location. I can, there's many different roads cutting through the mountains, going to different places. So, yeah, it's all gonna work out. It's all gonna work out because I believe in it, and I'm staying, trying to manifest all this. And look, Daisy, we got a heater. Sometimes I still can't. Boy, after being cold, I mean, decently cold all winter, like, it's crazy, man. I tried to get help getting a heater. Literally could not figure it out, man. Like, I had eventually just figured out that, like, I didn't want to spend any more time trying to figure it out. Like, it's been some crazy times. Some crazy times, but that's why it's like, man, I know David didn't. I know David didn't do that, man. I know for a fact, bro. I know for a fact David didn't do that, bro. Because, like, not within his own. They could have made him do that, yes, but he didn't. He didn't choose to do that. Why? How I know? No, for sure. Like, I've been dealing. Like, yeah, he's been dealing with a lot of stuff too, but man, on a different level. On a different level, man. Dealing with the things that I've dealt with and been dealing with and all this stuff, and my level of poverty, much different, man. I'm still here fighting. There ain't no way he chose to not still be fighting. He had a nice home over his dome, off in the mountains and everything, man. Yeah, there's still a lot, Yes, he had a lot of stresses and people after him and all this stuff. But man, he was a soldier, man. I don't think that he was, like I said, I mean, manipulated it into, I really think that it's not just, sometimes it's not just a one time attack. Now all of a sudden they done. You know what I'm saying? I think sometimes they really be playing with people. And really, it's more than I think. I know they be playing with people. I know they do. They can do a lot more things than just that. That's the unfortunate part that we're dealing with. That we need more and more people to become aware of, because without awareness, man, it's not going to end as soon as I want it to. I want this shit to end, bro. This war, this spiritual war. And they using technology to try to it's became more than just try. They've used technology to successfully take influential people out of the game, among other methods too. But as far as Charlie, you know, they fighting dirty, man. They fighting dirty. So I mean, we just gotta keep fighting back. I take David Woodcock, his death. Um, to a degree, personally, like, all right, man, like you ain't doing us like this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, you can take even, and I don't want to say, I'm not gonna say what I want to say right there, for the sake of, if that changed, I would be devastated. So I'm not even gonna say that. But they can't take other folks, just because they took him out. It doesn't mean that other folks ain't out here still trying to have a positive impact. I mean, there's many people who are, many people. They can't take us all out. And that's facts. We may lose some very key players, but they can't take us all out. It might take a lot of us out. I pray in the name of love and light that our mission will carry on. Like, straight up, Lord, like, if I die tonight, please let let the entire mission carry on. More and more and more. Let it amplify, expand. It's not a real loss. It can feel that way. But it might just spark more and more people to start doing something. But man, that's why I won't give up doing certain things that allow me to help disrupt this technological control and stuff. Um, you know, personally, I feel like David might still be here. I mean, it may sound really stupid to some people, but I feel like maybe he would still be here if he continued smoking on that ganja a little bit here and there. Because I feel like that, not every time, but it can be a huge relief of coming out of these times where it doesn't seem like it's you that's tripping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'll smoke a cigarette, I'll smoke a little bit of some weed, and carry on. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. To me, it's like I'm not risking not having, like, to me, it really feels like a lifeline in a way sometimes. So, I ain't finna give that up, man. Smoking a little, smoking two things that may or may not be, more so are tampered with, but still come from the soil. So, especially during during this war, man, during this war, uh, yeah, I feel like it helps. So I'm not gonna, for nobody else, quit doing what may keep me here. As weird as it may seem, or whatever, like, yeah, man. Well, we might lose battles along the way. But I ain't trying to lose the war. You know what I'm saying? I gotta lose these battles to win the war. So that's what I stay focused on, you know what I mean? Trying to help us win this war. Oh, wanna make it out with as few casualties and as many enlightened and woke people, like. But yeah, I really am getting hungry. But on some real though, I do have to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. Right. I feel a lot better, yo. You can't, man, out here at the ocean, you can't be holding it in like that. Like, it's not good for you, man. You gotta just take the time out. But like, hold on, I'll be right back. Because the humidity here is quite high. You know, living that ocean life. But yeah, y'all. I think I'm gonna take a little time out for some food. Help fuel this mind. And come back strong on some good stuff here. I want to pull up my other phone here. See if I got a. Oh, we got. We may have some life. Hold on. Want to make sure it has a charge on it because I have something I'm gonna use it for. So yeah, man, bear with me while I check the charge on my phone here. Ooh, 97%. Yo. Hey, that's my wild girl right there. But yeah, much love, y'all. I got my other phone turned on here. It's still trying to wake up. It's tripping right now. But yeah, man. I got my other phone on. So I'm gonna be doing some things here. Um After I get some food. Wow, my phone's tripping out all of a sudden. I don't know. Wow. Okay. Oh, jeez. A lot of missed calls. I don't know why. Huh. Interesting. Well, anyways, y'all, I'll be back. I got my other phone. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna come back and do some work on live with y'all, man. Sending y'all love and light, man. Thank you all.